Hey guys, it's me, Squish the Card Master, and I know this is a very random deck profile, but I don't know, I just really liked it. Ever since release, I've been trying, trust me, I've been trying to push this deck to be good, but it's just like, it just kind of sits there. It's not the greatest, but I love how the deck works. I love the idea, I just really like it. So, Lord Slug, it's been a very long time. Probably should have done it when the deck first came out, but it's pretty good now with some good generic yellow cards. Let me just fix my camera real quick. So, here's the leader, Lord Slug. Very old, so I will explain everything and how it works. So, permanent. You start the game with 6 life. Don't know why they decided to do this, but they just don't like Lord Slug. They did it because he's an Namekian, I guess, and he's like King Piccolo, and the King Piccolo leader had a start 6 life, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was start 6 or 5 life, I forgot. Permanent. When a Slug army card with a common cost of 1 in your battle area will leave the battle area, you can place it in your Z-Energy instead, and then place Z-Energy in your drop area. So just like shift it through your Z-Energy, place the Z-Energy in the drop, boom. You'll see why that matters later on. Auto, discard, Slug army, draw 2 whenever he attacks. Awaken. I really like this Awaken. I think it's very unique and cool. So life's at 2 less, or your opponent has 2 more energy, and 2 more Slug army cards are in your Z-Energy. Draw 2, switch your energy back to active mode, then add a card from deck to life. That, I think, is a very good Awaken. It's not a draw 2, it's not an untap 1, draw 1, but it's draw 2, untap an energy, gain a life. That's really good effects. So here's the backside. Lord Slug in his prime, after he wishes for the Dragon Balls and, gets his youth back. Still keeps his permanent of the Z-Energy shifting. Still keeps the auto of discard, draw 2. Now he has an activate battle, spend 1. You get to combo a Slug army with a combo cost of 1 from your draw, with its skills negated for the turn. So you just spend 1, you could combo cost 1 cost from your draw at any moment's notice, either your turn or your opponent's turn during a battle step. So we are going to go over the Z deck first, and then we'll move into the battle cards. So for this Z deck, I run 2 Angelos, Defending Prowess. So here's what it does. It has a bond 2. This card gains 10k power during your turn. It has a, when it's played, look 7 for Slug army 5 or less, add it to your hand. Then you could either bottom deck a card from hand, or you can take a battle card with a combo cost of 1 and place it in your owner's drop, which you're going to take a 3 cost, 1 combo cost card, place it in your drop most of the time, and then just trigger his permanent, add it to your Z-Energy instead, and then you could play the stronger versions of the card, because every 3 cost has a equally stronger 5 cost that you can activate once the 3 cost is in your Z-Energy. Here is the 1 Z leader. Let me camera focus. Here you go. 2 Z energy cost. Spend 1 if your life is at 3 or less in yellow Lord Slug. Bomb 3 gains double strike. Pretty nice. Always love a double strike. 20k Z leader. But it has even more effects. When it attacks, draw 1, combo a 1 cost Slug army from your drop. This goes negative for a turn. So you already got a 30k double strike leader. Very nice. And then after battle, combo a Slug army from your hand in a combo during you or your opponent's turn, because it's activate battle. So every time you swing, your opponent and you has in their mind, okay, this, as long as you have a bomb 3, which isn't that hard in this deck because it is a swarm deck, every time you swing with this, you or your opponent just have in the back of mind, okay, this has the potential to become a 40k double strike if they feel like it, which is very for your opponent, and I like that. We run 2 Sun Gohan, Unpredicted Blow, spend 3, 2 Z energy, you just get a dual attack. Honestly, that's just all that was in my mind at the time, just to spend 3, get a dual attack. They can't do anything about it. It is a deflect barrier, so it's hitting the board, not being touched by skills, unless it says ignore barrier. Then it's really sad. At the end turn, gets banished. 2 copies of SS3, basic yellow Z extra card, or Z battle card. Spend 3, 2 Z energy, play it. KO card, ignore barrier. If it was in rest mode, gains critical dual attack. Basically, if you know you're going against a deck with not a lot of removal, play this guy. They have a lot of removal, play this guy. They're both dual attacks for 3. Which is costly, but if you need it at the moment, you need it at the moment, you know. On with the deck now. I run 2 copies of Slug, or Slug Super Namekian. I don't play the package because, honestly, I don't think this deck needs it. If you want to play it, play it. This is just for the discard targets, because at the early game, it really does just hurt you to discard a Slug Army. You're like, what do I discard? This is a target. Or you can spend 1 and play Slug Army 1 cost. Shuffle your deck. Yeah. Discard this card from your hand, play Slug Army 1 cost, and then shuffle deck. We play 2 of those. The 1 cost that we're playing off that skill, or just finding, this is what you want to mulligan into, is 3 Gyoshu. This is the worst 1-drop out of the 2, but sometimes it comes up because you have a 3-drop in your hand and you want to play it instead of looking 10. So this guy's played. Look top 3, add a Slug Army, bottom deck the rest. Has barrier, so it just kind of sits there until you need to combo it and play a 3-drop. When it's comboed, pay 1, play a Slug Army, 3 cost, and combo cost 1. Give me a little break. Because my throat gets really dry during these recordings, so keep a drink near me. We have 4 Kakuja, Scientist of Lord Slug, the better 1-drop. That is why I run 4 copies. So when this card is played, also this guy's barrier as well. This camera could focus a barrier. It's played, draw 1, and combo, spend 1, look 10, play 3 cost, Slug Army, combo cost 1. Yeah, it's just better because I don't want to have a 3 cost in my hand and then combo this Gyoshu and lose 2 cards. I'd rather just lose 1 card. Well, I guess you're losing 1 card, yes, because your card gets replaced when it's played. But I'd rather get rid of 0 cards because I just look 10 and then play it for my deck instead of for my hand. Onto the 3 cost that we're playing off those guys. We have 4 Angela, Lord Slug Henchman. I love these 3-drops because they all have effects when they're comboed, which is really cool. I like that this can help you during your turn and your opponent's turn, defensive, offensive. Bond 2. This card is in act mode, it gains barrier, it's a blocker barrier, pretty nice. Helps you with your bond because they're not really touching barrier stuff. When it's combo effect, I'm just gonna call this the Slug effect. Every plus 10k, that's a 3 cost, has one of these. This one is, if the card is Lord Slug, which it is, choose one of your yellow Slug Army and it gains double strike for the battle. So any Slug Army, combo it, gains 10k and double strike a Champa, but Champa is banned, so technically playing a different version of Champa. So activate battle, combo a 1+10 Slug Army, and negate the skill for the game. You get out multiple and do it as many times as you want. For the multiple, you can only do once on each multiple because it is negated for the game. But a nice free, well, not free, but 3-cost barrier blocker that is also a Champa. I run 4 of Metamacha, Lord Slug Henchman. This is good early game pressure and late game due to its Bond 4 permanent. It is a 10k dual attack. If it's Bond 4, you gain 5k, so late game, play him, he's really good. This guy, I like the Metamacha stuff. Some people just don't play it in Lord Slug, but I really do like it. It's aggressive, it spawns tokens like crazy, and it's just free combo pieces with the tokens, and free bond points. If you leave them on field, you could easily get bond. Basically, whenever he swings, play a meta token, which is a 5/0 plus 5k combo. Got my tokens right here. And his slug effect is when he's comboed, choose a battle card, switch to dress mode. Good for defense. We got 1 offense slug and then 1 defense. And our 3-cost again is 3-cost. If I had 4, I would be running 4, but I only have 3. 3 is also fine because you could search it and find it. He's double strike. He has villainous, which doesn't really come up that much, but if it does, yeah, you get them to drop card. Bond 2 gains 5k. Pretty neat. 5k. It's 25k double strike. For 1 or 2, you're gonna play all these off the one-shot little guys. When he's played, choose go to rest mode, KO it. Nice. His slug effect is choose a card that is not attacking in rest mode and KO it. Alright. Our final 3 drop is Lord Slug Craving for Youth. Another slug, because for our boss monster and for our 5-drop we need a slug and Z energy. And they're not the greatest, but we do want a slug in our Z energy. When he attacks, play a yellow slug with an energy cost of 1. So if he's on the field, you could just spawn the 1-cost guys for free. So spend 1, you play your 1-drop, you play this off the 1-drop, then you just swing and then play it back again for another 3-cost target. It's deflect, unique, he gains 5k when he attacks, so he's 15. His slug effect, when he's comboed, he becomes a 15k combo power. So almost like a final flash, but with no skill. It's just a 1+15. Pretty nice. Now for these 3 costs, we run 2 Cling to Life. Basically what this guy does is give your leader or any slug army, but this is a defensive card, so choose your leader, gains 5k, and then if it's your opponent's turn, combo a slug army, combo +1 in a combo from your hand. So I mean, if you feel like you want to hard combo a combo, the 1+10 combo, like let's say you are being attacked for 20 and you're a 15k leader, you're like, you know, combo this, gain 10k, well gain 15, but gain 10k, get over it. Might as well just Cling to Life, you're not losing any value. Well, you're losing a card in value, but gain 5k and combo 10k. Now onto the 5 drops. Whenever a equal to it, whenever an equal 3 drop. So, for example, this is Angela. You're in 4. Whenever a 3-cost Angela is in your Z energy, you get to play this for 1 and just play on the field, and it's a better upgraded version of whatever that card did. So, here's 4 Angela restricting options. This card is really good in this deck. Bond 2, if it's in active mode, gains barrier. Activate this card's blocker. You get to draw 1 and rest mode a card. So it sucks up 2 attacks, the one that you blocked with and the card that you rest mode. So pretty nice. Sped 1 energy. Since you have a 3 cost, you get to play it. Helps stall your opponent out, because stopping 2 attacks for 1 energy is crazy, especially in a combo-centric deck like this that has infinite combo power and some negate sprinkled. 4 Metamacha Body Splitter. Instead of attacking, just when he's played, spawns a token. Bond 3, instead of Bond 4, which is slightly better, he gains a dual attack. So spend 1 energy, you get a dual attack. It's generic. Spend 1 energy, get a token, get a dual attacker. Pretty nice. Our final 5 drop is Slug, our upgraded version, but in my opinion, it depends. You rarely play this guy. You rarely play him. Maybe once a game. Not even that sometimes. You just combo him most of the time so you can be able to play your 8 drop. That's why it's 3 and not 4. Also, he's pretty costly. Spend 2, he's a deflect dual attack. Bond 3, he gains double strike, and then when he swings, combo a 1+10 slug army from your drop. So I guess the point of him is to spend 2, go swing 20 double strike, 20 double strike. But him being a natural 10k, it's not the greatest, you know, like red can neg it could get counterplayed most of the time. Spend 2 for a double strike. I mean, if you need to. If you need a dual attack double strike for 2, then go for it. 20k dual attack double strike. Super combo for the deck. 4 wings, because he's a slug army. You could search him. Searchable super combo, who doesn't like that? And 2 more Z energy. You just combo, draw 1. Generic. Searchable. Nice. Now, our boss monster. It's really not that great, but it'll do. 3 Lord Slug. 3 Lord Slug, Colossal Destroyer. I'm gonna take a break actually, so I don't start coughing a lot. Three Lord Slug, Colossal Destroyer. This has a ton of requirements on it, so that's why it's not the greatest, but if you are in a pinch and you need a triple strike and you hope, you just pray that they don't have any negates, go for it. But turn 4, turn 5 is when you play this guy out, which is really late, but you can get there with this deck. Spend 3, if there is a Lord Slug 3 cost in your Z energy, Lord Slug 5 cost in your Z energy, then you could finally play him for 3 energy, which he's not worth 3, he just isn't, but, you know, continue. Bond 3, when he attacks, if you have a Z battle card in play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards or units and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. You get to lock down a boss monster, which is pretty neat, or just any card that's annoying that you don't want attacking. Triple Strike, 30k. When he's played, play 2 Lord Slugs. Play 2 Slug Army cards. 3 or less that don't have Lord Slug in their character name from your deck. Then shuffle. This card would be a lot better if it said any Slug Army and just 3-cost Slug Army that isn't Lord Slug, which is really? I'm spending 3 with all these requirements for a Triple Strike with no deflect, no barrier, just to get that. But if you need to, you could play him. Triple Strike, play 2 Metamachas, so you have 2 dual attacks, so I guess pretty nice. Play him. Usually the targets are 1 Metamacha and 1 Angela, so you could get a blocker and a aggressive piece. Now a much better boss monster, which is still a long shot. Spend 1 30k double strike, the rest does not matter. Yeah, you still have to wait for more energy, but still, 1 energy double strike, much better than Lord Slug. Actually, it depends about the situation. It really does depend, but he's just your second boss monster because the first one kind of sucks. 1 SS3 Son Goku, spend 2 if you have a Z Leader, which you're going to have most of the time. All the time, basically. Z Leader, Z Battle card, and play. You just play him because this deck only has 1, which is very surprising. This deck only has 1 way to remove cards. It only has 1 KO, that's why I include SS3 Vegeta. SS3 Vegeta and the 3-cost Slug are the only way you can KO cards, so this is another way. Spend 2, swing, KO, or Ignoring Bear, rest mode a card. Now you can untap if all your cards are in rest mode. Pretty nice. On to our negates. We have 3 Gohan Whistles, which is actually pretty good in this deck. Limit 1, Lear's Lord Slug. Choose one of your Lord Slug cards. It gets -5 power for the turn. So this is where your boss monster come in. -5 your boss monster, or you can -5 your 3-cost Lord Slug or 5-cost Lord Slug. You could -5 your leader, but nah, you wouldn't want to do that. It will haunt you, trust me. Negate the attack. Choose a battle card for less. Switch it to rest mode, so you get to potentially suck up 2 attacks with this. A negate and rest mode. Bond 2, if life is at 3 or less, you can activate this card counter for free, basically. So, at 3 or less life, just activate this for free. Free negate, stops 2 attacks. And with Angela and that, you could stop 4 attacks for, basically nothing. And then just 2 Nimbus. If you don't know what Nimbus does, just pause the video and read. Alright, I know you didn't read that, but, you know. And that is it for my Lord Slug deck profile. Yeah, bye guys.